1 420, a most clever tyranny. Democracy is dead, except maybe in you. This is a poem. It's not an analysis. It's not a political screed. I just know what I see in front of me. Some innocent, powerless people have democracy in their hearts. They see that everyone is equal. They want to follow their own hearts. They know their natural rights. They don't want to dominate anybody. They want to make a living, get an education, feel safe and cared for when they are sick, drive around town when they feel like it, go to dinner and a movie once a week. Just be normal, no problems, fewer struggles. They love some people and things and respect that other people love some people and things. Free to be you and me. You know what I mean. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know what I mean. Basic desires, basic rules. Not that complicated. Rights and responsibilities. Democracy lives in the hearts of these people. Democracy is a poetic concept, meaning it speaks to a natural truth. It's God's will and a natural part of these people's hearts. They didn't have to think it up. They were born feeling it. Democracy is the truth. It's not an ideal. It's the way it is. The hearts of these people never completely syncs up with external reality. Every once in a while, the outside world comes close to matching the democracy of the heart. At this moment, democracy is far, far away. So far away that it has fled to another dimension. Democracy is hiding in heaven. It is all cyclical, and people who don't trust democracy and don't give a shit about you put all of their trust in the pursuit of power, surveying the earth with inert, shark eyes, destroying every material means that you need to make your democracy real. Just yesterday, a power person who is a judge laughed at a lawful subpoena. A power person sworn to uphold the rule of law ridiculed the rule of law to honor the rule of the autocracy. Just yesterday, a cabal of militarists leveraged their advantage against a weakened, impeached president and started a full-scale war with Iran. They didn't have to spell it out to him. You have our support for all of your crimes, sir, but you have to give us this war the way you gave us the judges. The puppet complied. Hundreds of thousands of civilians will die in the Middle East. Thousands of American soldiers will die or get their limbs blown off, their skulls crushed, their souls stolen. And the people with democracy in their hearts won't get universal health care or decent schools or decent jobs. A most clever tyranny. Only the most resistant and vulnerable will be killed. Scores of others will be manipulated. The media will argue about transient considerations, studiously avoiding the essence of what is happening. Advertisers will sedate and distract. Entertainers will usurp the role of art. And moderates will legitimate the actions of the people of power by compromising with them, secretly being people of power themselves. The Washington Generals versus the Harlem Globetrotters. The Globetrotters always win, but the Generals are in on the act and get their cut of the gate. Scavengers see what is happening. The feckless, weak people with democracy in their hearts being run over by the cunning and ignorant people of power. The scavengers want no part of either team, so they focus on themselves, their success. Con men running hustles to get by. It's all bullshit, they say. I'll commit petty larceny and have a good time. But the power people are smarter than the scavengers and say to the con men, work for us or die. So the scavengers always go to work for the power people and do awful things for a nice car and room to strut. Trump is scavenger president. Obama was a moderate. Puppets all. The power people who run things sit in shadowy rooms, subjugating us all. Yes, such a clever tyranny. 90% propaganda, 10% murder. An ultimate artist, Jesus, said, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and give to God what is God's. Be as innocent as a lamb, and as cunning as a serpent. Democracy is dead in the world and may be alive in your heart. Take these riddles as clues as to what to do in the face of reality. Copyright 2020, Richard Thomas.